recording. Okay, if you need some guidance on what that looks like, it's this thing over here, it's this PDF, and filling out this short reflection, or like your answer, your multiple choice sheet. So click on here, open the PDF, there's 15 questions, have some scratch paper next to you, have a pen and a pencil, an eraser, and here's another tip that you may want for the practice as well as the actual AP exam. Don't forget about your quick reference guide. I believe this is still legal, and even though we're taking the exam digital, I guess you can have more than the quick reference guide. You could make your own cheat sheet of sorts, and the College Board has no way of really enforcing that. But this thing's going to be useful. It lists a bunch of functions as a reminder of how they work. It reminds you like little things like strings use .length. It reminds you to use .equals to compare their values, not the double equal sign for strings. Other useful like math functions, array lists, and how those useful member functions work. You might want to have this ready. Nothing stops you from having your own cheat sheet next to you while taking these practice exams. I have no way of enforcing it. The College Board, I don't think, has any way of enforcing it. There isn't like live proctoring that happens, okay? So take class time to work on these things. I have a couple more logistical announcements for the coming days. There will be a 40 question online practice exam for the multiple choice, and I think I enabled it on AP Classroom. So to give you a bit of time, and so that Friday I can spend reviewing some of these questions, I'm going to tell you what to expect for this 40 multiple choice practice exam now. So when doing this practice exam, you have to use the College Board's lockdown browser. It's also known as like the secure exam app or the College Board app. I think that thing is the same, and you should download it for your Mac, PC, or iPad. If you're using a district Chromebook, it should already be installed on there. If you're using a district Chromebook and it isn't on there, then you need to get another one so that that thing is installed, and you can email me for more instructions on how to do that. It involves going to school and swapping or taking another Chromebook. Okay, so these screenshots over here should be from what it looks like on the student end. They may not exactly match up, as sometimes the College Board is too secure for their own good. I can't make a fake student account to go take some screenshots and guide you through that process. This was taken from a secondhand person, right? But they're a student. So here it is, 2020 Practice Exam 1 MCQ, and you can click Begin. Once you have that secure lockdown browser, that College Board AP app thing, okay, it'll ask you to open it. This window may look a little different depending on your operating system. And then you should be brought to like this little window. It's secure, I guess it asks you to close certain processes so it doesn't seem like you're cheating, but to that extent you can still look at like your phone, you can still look at your cheat sheets, your quick reference guide, right? And you should know that when you work on this larger exam that you can stop, right? I don't think I put a due date, so you can go back and revisit these questions and kind of study from it. Pacing wise though, if you're having 40 multiple choice questions, I think the AP exam allots an hour and 30 minutes, so 90 minutes total for you. You might want to carve away 90 minutes of your time to kind of give you a sense of what the actual AP exam would be like. We unfortunately can't enforce that because we only have maximum 35-minute chunks, so really if I like cut out all my announcements, and give you class time to do it. I can just give you that 15 questions. It'll be on you guys to discipline yourselves and give you that environment. Okay. If you do run across issues, technically do send me an email or message me now in class. It would be a good time to try to work those things out, ask your classmates for help, because I think this secure browser, this College Board app, is used across your AP exams. So you need to get it working if you plan to take the AP exams of some sort in May. Specifically for my class, if you have problems accessing that practice exam or something goes wrong, I can always assign you another one so you can look over the questions and whatnot. Couple things to know. Okay, once you do have that this exam app, I think it's the same thing as that secure browser thing. If you're able to access APCSA stuff, they give you a little bit more practice, and you'll see those questions that they give you repeated, and if anything, you will have seen that FRQ from our Replit team's set of problems. So here there's more practice. The emphasis there with their like this kind of digital practice from that downloaded app from the College Board. Oh no, it's different. Okay, so it's different from the Lockdown browser. Cool. I don't have screenshots to illustrate this, but it's different. And this tool is really for you to learn the digital environment on how you take the exam. The questions, I've been told by Mr. Simon, are repeated in that 40 question multiple choice exam that we've released. So just use this as a way to practice highlighting, selecting the answers, moving to and from questions, so on and so forth. So these are the shorter things, right, to give you a taste of the exam, of the formatting especially. There's a 5-question version with a 10-minute break and 1 FRQ. And then there's a larger practice thing that has 10 questions, time for 25 minutes, 5-minute break, and then 2 FRQs for 45 minutes. Kind of the length of like a shorter version of an exam. And that time limit gives you like no surprises on how it moves you between like multiple choice section and FRQ sections. Expect that kind of thing to happen on the actual exam. So it looks something like this. Are AP exams curved? So yes, they are. All AP exams are curved to some degree. If we go back to some of these earlier slides where I showed you statistics on, I guess, this APCSA exam and the Principles exam, Principles is also curved. So to get a 5, you don't need to get 100% total, right? Like notice here on these graphs from the past up to 2012, right? Not recent exams. People hover around like 50% correct on the entire thing, the multiple choice section and the FRQ section. Yet within these 50%, there's still 5s that are awarded. So notice here, we'll look at the recent data, right? Keeping in mind that people get a little more than half of it right. Still, like a fifth of people get 5s and things, and the distribution, the cutoffs, like for different scorings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mapped percentages change each year, and that stuff isn't advertised. So a lot of you should score in the 3, 4, and 5 range, I believe, based on the stuff that I've seen in class, assuming you've done your part and the code you wrote was all legit. Okay, you should be scoring 3, 4s, or 5s, so yes, it is curved. Curved. And like, this is kind of old and dated, but like, when they first started giving things, these were the curves that were present, right? 75% overall, you got a 5. 56% overall, you got a 4. 41% overall questions correct, right? You got a 3. It's since then been updated. Perhaps lowered? There seems to be more 5s in recent years. Or maybe y'all are just getting smarter compared to the older generations. Who knows? Alright, and I'm just about done with my reminders. Where is it? I think I have a slide that tells you the formatting. Right, so this is where I kind of stop. Remember, on May 18th at 1 p.m., the APCSA exam will be formatted like this. 40 questions for 90 minutes. You'll have a short break. Then you'll have 4 FRQs for another 90 minutes. Each half is weighted equally, and that will comprise your AP exam. So that's done with me talking about logistics. Let's stop.